Hello and welcome to our viewers from around the world. I'm Kristen Schwartz, licensed midwife and MC here at Gold Learning. And I have to tell you, I'm so excited. We are about to start our brand new tongue tie symposium of 2021 here. And with me here today is one of our speakers, Carice Legea. Welcome, Carice.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, it is lovely to have you here today. And we want to speak about your presentation. But before we do so, because we have an international audience here, where in the world are you, first of all?
Currently, I am in Florida in USA.
Oh, so you are a Floridian, just like me. I'm here in the southeast of Florida, southeast coast. Where in Florida are you?
Southeast Coast too, Palm Beach County,
Me
just
too.
shy of West Palm Beach.
We are basically neighbors. How fun is that? That's wonderful, wonderful. Great to have you here with us at Gold at this amazing symposium here that we put on every year. And this is just fantastic. So Carice, tell us a little bit about your background. You are a myofunctional therapist. So tell us a little bit what that is and how did you get into this?
Ooh, oh boy, that's a big question. Myofunctional therapy, just to get to the root of what it is, myofunctional therapy is kind of like working with a personal trainer where we're really specializing in those muscles and the coordination of and the strength and awareness of the muscles that are below the eyes but above the shoulders. So we kind of hang out in that oral facial and some of the oral pharyngeal phase. I have a long story, but I'll try to keep it very short as to how I got into myofunctional therapy. But as do many parents, I fell into this because of my children. I am a mother of four. One boy, three girls, and they all had a myriad of things that, are common issues to a lot of kids, whether it's the ADHD or the sleep issues, or we had a whole lot of ear and throat infections back to back to back. I mean, all of these things just started to manifest, and it manifested differently in each child, but it turned out that it all stemmed back into airway and a lot of how they were using all of these muscles that we focus on with myofunctional therapy. So that's the brief version of how I got into it. I fell into it through my pediatric dentist, who phenomenally, dragged me down this rabbit hole and helped me to help not only my children, but many people along the way. And I look forward to helping even more.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, and I can hear the passion in your voice. I mean, you came to this as a mother, seeing, the struggle in your children, in your family, and then really digging in and getting all the education and making the connections and all that. So you have your own company too, the MyoSpot. Tell us a little bit about that. What services do you offer there?
The MyoSpot is a wonderful myofunctional therapy full service. I guess we are really full service as far as we're restricted to Myo, but we do offer full programs for ages 5 and up in myofunctional therapy that does help to establish proper oral resting posture. When we're working with the younger ones, we're trying to get the foundational skills in the toddlers and anywhere from 3 to 5. When we're talking about the little ones, we deal with a lot of active wound management. So a lot of the frenectomies and the releases that are done, and we're helping them to heal optimally. That way our functional providers are able to get the best results.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wonderful. That sounds great. Yeah, you heard in my introduction, I'm a midwife. So, I'm educating myself more and more on tongue tie issues. Tongue tie issues are so important because I knew in my training, we just barely scratched the surface of what can be learned. And you probably have learned over the years so much more. There's new research out there. There's so much more new information. So, I know about tongue tie releases, but often, what we don't talk enough about is the aftercare of these. Many parents are under the impression, okay, so now we do the release, everything should be fine and everything should go just smoothly. And it isn't always the case, right? I mean,
Exactly. Not even not that it isn't always the case. It is almost never the case that, you just get this one simple thing done and then everything's better. It's a very complex, but very littly, very small understood that it is a
Yeah.
big deal. And so it's a growing field. Research is always happening. I think that it is fantastic that we are able to learn from each other. And I think
Mhm.
the best part about it is that this interdisciplinary world is really opening the eyes of what collaborative care can really be like.
Absolutely, absolutely. Collaborative care is so important. It's so important to make the connections to other providers in the field because, there's so much as a midwife that I can't do, or, I want to refer out to, but I need to have good resources, need to be knowledgeable. And so, the same goes for IBCLCs, consultants, breastfeeding consultants, birth workers, anybody out there in the field working together, with chiropractors. I mean, there's so much now that I feel like this is really, to me, and you can probably hear it in the passion that I have for it. It's exciting because, it's a community. It's really a community working together and working on this issue that can be so beneficial for families and their little ones.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about your presentation here for the symposium. You will have your title is Breastfeeding After Release, the Importance of Anticipatory Care. So give us a little teaser of what we can look forward to in this presentation.
Ooh, there's so much. How do I teach just a little bit? Okay, we're definitely going to discuss how exactly we can work together as a team. Some of the surprising things that I don't think a lot of providers think of when it comes to how complex it is for someone to just get to the diagnosis of a tongue tie, because that's the biggest thing, and then why it becomes so important. We'll talk about, how we can really come together and figure out a really good ideal plan for getting a true anticipatory care standardization in the field.
Wonderful. That sounds absolutely fabulous. Yes. And you made up an important point there. Diagnosing is not always straightforward and easy. Yes, there is the cases where you can see quite right away, that there is something going on, but it's not always the case. So it is not as straightforward. It's not easy, and working together in a team with other care providers is so important. So I'm really looking forward to this presentation.
I'm super excited. I can't wait to share. And I can't wait to hear all the other great presentations as well.
Oh, fantastic. Wonderful. Well, thank you, Carice, so much for spending time here with me and chatting as a, fellow Floridian here. and we are looking forward to seeing you at the symposium.
I'm so excited. Thank you.
Thank you. And to our viewers now here, this presentation is part of the Tongue Tie Symposium of 2021. This is a two-day symposium we have on September 13th when this presentation will be live. This is the Day of Fundamental Skills, which features a comprehensive overview of the fundamentals and providing care to infants and young children with oral restrictions and their families. And then on the second day of the, which is September 14th, the day 2, we have Advancing Our Understanding, dives deeper into the complex topics of oral restrictions in infants. So you can either be part of the 2 days full symposium, or you can pick and choose, either just attend one day or the others. But we hope to see you there for the full symposium. And if you would like to find out more about this presentation and the other presentations in the symposium, we invite you to go to goldlearning.com. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you at the symposium. Bye-bye.